welcome to Epic World Builder. My name is Mike Hewitt, and we are here in epicworldbuilder.com, and we are working in the crypts of the Lost Oracle. So before we start with that, I do want to do a shout out for our two cities. This is episode 25, and we are moving it to a Tuesday. I'm going to try it out on a Tuesday. I don't know if that's good, and we might be changing it to a Monday, but later on. But I like the idea of it coming out on a Tuesday, and so I think that's where we're going to stand. So if you realize that it didn't come out this Monday instead a day later, that's probably because that's where we're going to kind of sit, unless it's absolutely horrible. I know changing a time slot is hard, but changing it to Tuesday, unless we see a huge dip in our numbers from changing it to Tuesday, we're probably going to stay at a Tuesday. Anyways, that's that. But episode 25 is very, very exciting. We're going to get this started. That is almost a half a year. So, and I know we took 1 week off, so that works out. It's been a half a year so we've been going, and it's been very, very exciting. The two cities I want to point out are Charlotte, North Carolina. I want to thank you guys for listening there. We've got a bunch of people listening there. And Gardner City, Kansas. This is one that's close to where I'm from in the Midwest. So thank you. It's not too close. I mean, it's a couple hours drive, but thank you for listening in Gardner City, Kansas. And that is our two city shout-outs. If you want your city to have a shout-out, all you have to do is just listen a lot and get the people to listen around you, and we will shout you out. So we are in the crypts of the Lost Oracle. Let me go ahead, and I'm going to go here and pull that up. So the first episode we just did these two, and the second episode we did these two, and some of these we're going to go ahead and start working in these other little places. So I think this is Lost Oracle D, I think, right here. This one right here I'm pretty sure is E. Let me pull that up. Yeah, this one is E. And let me do room E. And let's go ahead and save that. And I don't know. Okay, this says Lost Oracle D. I'm trying to keep everything the same. So let's go back in here, edit the pin, and let's say E. So now that this is linked, I do want to show you a couple things. We have redone our generator page completely, and I know I was showing this last week, and I showed it too soon. It wasn't live quite yet, but we have done a lot of stuff, and it is live. We've got a lot of generators here, from items. We got all kinds of items, to stories, which is plot hooks and puzzle ideas, to dungeons, and that's where we're going to be there, to town, to geography, to encounters, to characters. We have occupation and death and all kinds of death. That sounds horrible, but here's the death generator is like you can come in and say, okay, how was this random person? Their death, was it murder, was it an accident, was it a battle, was it a suicide, was it natural execution, or just any? And so we can say, I don't know, natural, and it'll generate it. And some of them will give you 1, some of them will give you 10. This actually gives you 10, and then if you can't choose the 10, we have this that'll just randomly choose one and stop. And the character plunged into an icy river, succumbing to the bone-chilling cold, and that's how they died. I don't know. That's not necessarily natural. That was more of an accident, but whatever. You get the point. So one of the ones we've got a generator down here. Let's do traps. So we actually this is a dungeon trap. I'm gonna go ahead and hit generate. What we got? A bottle that releases toxin clown was uncorked. Okay, that is a trap. What else do we got? A pendulum blade swings down from the ceiling when a hidden pressure plate is stepped on. A gem in the eye of a statue beam shoots a beam of dis um, uh, integration when the statue hand is moved. A skewed skull on a pedestal summons a swarm of ravenous undead rats that, when disturbed, disturbing a spectral flame in the center of the room causes a sudden blizzard, freezing everyone in sight. The statue's ruby eye emits deadly rays of heat when the hidden pressure plate is stepped on. I kind of like that, but not completely. So, oops. Let's open up a whole new duplicate tab here. Yeah. Okay. I want to go to my campaigns here. And we're going to room E. Yeah, so this is a fairly basic room. There literally is nothing in here. So what I want to do is we're going to go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to write describe a room in a dungeon for a TTRPG game. The room has nothing in it and has two entrances. One to the east and one to the south. Even though there is nothing in the room, there is a pressure plate. That's what I was looking for. There is a pressure plate. Right in front of the east entrance. And when stepped on, flame, a flame comes from the ceiling for about 5 seconds, causing damage. There's no real, it's basically boom, okay. There's no real, you're stuck, there's no doors, there's nothing. It's just, it's going to come and it's going to hit you and set some damage. Okay, so we're going to go here into room E. Okay, we're going to have to put some of this here. Okay, in the depths of the dungeon, players find themselves before an austere, seemingly vacant chamber, its ancient stone walls dimly lit by the flicker of distant torches. This room, bare of any furnishings or visible threat, holds an air of ominous tranquility. Two arched entrances punctuate its confines, one to the east and another to the south, inviting weary adventurers from either direction. Directly in front of the eastern entrance, an encompass-looking stone tile slightly differs in hue from the surrounding and subtle hint of the dangers it conceals. This tile is cunningly disguised as a pressure plate, lies in wait for the unexpected to tread on it. Should the adventurer's foot press against the plate, a sudden and alarming mechanism is triggered from the unseen recesses of the high ceilings. A torrent of flames burst forth. This infernal trap, activated for a brief but terrifying 5 seconds, unleashes searing heat and flame capable of causing significant damage to anyone caught beneath it. Despite the room's initial appearance of emptiness, this hidden hazard serves as a stark reminder that the dungeon's treacherous nature and urging adventurers to proceed with the utmost cost. That last one we don't need, but I'm going to move both of these down here to the GM spot. And that's basically this room. It's very simplistic. Okay, there's that. Visible to everybody. Save. Okay, and let's see. We got this here, and there's our GM content. Okay, so that's really it. So let's go ahead and go to our primary page. We have that one done. I have this room over here. I thought we'd go ahead. If I remember right, this is E. I'm pretty sure I set it up as this right here to be F, which is kind of weird, but because it's on the other side of the map. Let's create a link and go F. I'd like to get a couple of, yes, good. I'd like to get a couple of these down. Seems to, we did take forever. Well, we don't, I do, my bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that. And let's go ahead and go into there. Okay, we have another basic room. What should we put in this room? Let's go back to the traps. I think my computer is having troubles when I'm actually recording. I don't know why. Or maybe it is. It doesn't seem to have problems until I'm recording. So if you see on YouTube a little flicker and stuff, it seems to, I don't know, be taking some time. So when we were in here, okay, so we got dungeon, a deceptive mutual defect, a deceptive mural defects a safe path leading the party into a room filled with weary wanderer's jelly. My gosh, that was a hard sentence to say. I don't know why. A tripwire at ankle height triggers a whirling blade trapped from the ceiling. A lever that, when pulled, drops a large stone block from above. You know what? I'm not going to put a trap in here. Let's put a single thing. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to come back here. Let's go here. Monsters. What is a jelly? Or like a, you know what, can give me a second. Let me pull out, hold on. I'm pulling out a nondescript book. I don't want to give away what system it is, but give me 1 second. I'm looking for like a, what are those things called? Like a jelly or like a, it's like, and maybe I'm taking too much time. It's like the Blob, you know. Well, hmm. Oh, I know. Hold on. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. I saw someone had a campaign up here, here, like an ooze. That's what it is. Maybe that was the word I was looking for. Or an orc jelly. Yeah, like that. So I left that. I shouldn't have left that. I'm looking for. What is this? What kind of grouping is this? It's not going to tell me. Okay, sorry. Coming back here, monster. I think that is a cosmic horror or an abyssal aberration and a demonic and an elemental creature. What is it? Okay, so we have shadow crystal. No, it's not that. What's this one? I guess I could look in here. No, what about, what's an abyssal? That's some creepy stuff. Enchanted. Undying, humanoid, magical beast. That's not it. I already did a mythical beast. Well, man. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to cut cosmic horror. Yeah, here we go. An infernal creature. Okay, well, I guess I need to add some more stuff in here. What's a subterranean horror? An abyssal worm, a shadow, a dwarven specter, a cave mimic, an underworld. What's a cave mimic? Let's do that. No armor. Let's give it a. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We'll get a cave mimic. I really don't know what a cave mimic is, but so I am actually going to use a generative page, subterranean horror, cave mimic. I gave him no armor, or maybe we should give him a little bit of armor. Clothes, robes, light armor. Let's just do light armor. And I've got a dagger, knife, blunt weapon like a club. Let's do something like that. Like a challenge rating of 4. And this monster is going to called. I don't know. I need a name. I'm so. Give me a name for a, I don't know, cave mimic? Is that what it was? There we go. Grotto Fang. That works. I'm horrible at naming things. Let's generate that page and see what's happening. Grotto Fang. So we're going to put that monster in that room. And then so while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go in here and give it the rest of the room. Okay, so looking at this, let's go back here into your campaigns. Here, I think we're in room F. Yeah, there's one entrance. I think I have to leave this. There we go. Okay, that is nasty looking. That is a ugly looking monster. Here, the cave mimic, Grotto Fang. The cave mimic are simply referred to by locals as Grotto Fang. Is an exclusive and deadly creature, one that makes its home within the darkness of ancient caves. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . // . treasure chests and doors to lurk in the unwary, the cave mimic has evolved to perfectly imitate the rocks and stalagmites found within the caves. It possesses a stone-like hide that not only grants it high degree of protection, but when perfectly still, allows it to seamlessly blend into the surroundings. It is also adorned with light armor embedded within the rocky exterior, further enhancing its defenses. It carries a large stone clad club, appearing as if it was part of its nature form. The cave mimic is not one to sit around this attack and waits for its prey to stumble upon it. Instead, it uses incredible stealth capabilities to stalk and ambush its victims. The stone club. The cave mimic utilizes a heavy stone club as its primary attack, smashing its prey with a force capable of crushing armor and shattering bones. If the cave mimic suddenly lands an attack with the stone club, it may attempt to grapple its prey. As tendrils of the stone emerges from the body, it immobilizes its targets. Stone form. As the defense mechanisms, the cave mimic can draw upon the essence of the earth around it to harden its body, becoming nearly impervious for damage from a short time. Then it has all that. Here is a Cave Master's notes. You know what? We need to come in here and make this visible to GMs only. Okay. And then, okay, we need to go in here and say the room has nothing in it, and has one entrance, and has one entrance to the west. This room is empty, but it has a cave mimic in it. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We go here. Let's edit this right here. Okay, it's spitting that out. Give it a second. And let's go ahead and with this, well, we'll go ahead and put that back. But before we do it, here we go. Okay. In the labyrinth depths of the dungeon, adventurers stumble upon a room that at first glance appears to be simple, unremarkable chamber. The room is starkly empty and with roughly hewn stone walls and absorb the flickering light of the torches. There is only one entrance, a foreboding archway to the west, suggesting that the room could be a dead end or a monetary respite from in the dungeon's maze. However, an apparent emptiness of the chamber. I'm going to move this down. However, the apparent emptiness of the chamber is deceptive. Lurking within, blending almost seamlessly with the natural formations of the cave, is a cave mimic known as Grottofang. This cunning creature has adapted to the dungeon's environment so well that it can disguise itself as part of the stone floor or a benign stalagmite. Unexpected adventurers might not realize the danger until it's too late, as the mimic awaits patiently for the right moment to reveal its true nature. The air of the room is heavy, I'm going to go ahead and put this down here. The air of the roof is heavy, filled with an unsettling silence that seems to press down on the intruders. A keen observer might notice a slightly irregular in the pattern of the stoneworks and feels the inexplicable sense of unease, hints of the mimic's presence. Grotto Fang is a master of ambush, and its entire being is trapped for those who venture too carelessly into its domain. Get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of that. So there is that. And then what I want to do is I want to put a pin right here, and we're going to make that blue. I like making blue pins for encounters. We're going to call this Grotto Fang. I like that name. And this is only visible to GMs. Okay. So there's an encounter there. We probably should put some other encounters, but now going back here, we are moving along. I think I have this one too. So this one was room F. Okay, let's put a pin right here. And this one is G. And we're going to go ahead and set that up as G. Save there. And let's go ahead and go right into that room. So we have one room. Now let's put some treasure underneath this. Oh no, I took a picture of this with a circle in it. I will redo that. But I was taking a like a shot, and this was part of the map part of it. But don't worry about that. I am going to go back here. Let's we're going to go here into here. I am actually going to, let's create loot. How challenging would you make the, let's do 4. No, it was a regular encounter. This is not loot. Let's do an item. Yes, magical. Uncommon. What kind of item? Musical instrument, book, tome, gem, jewelry, trinket. Yeah, let's do trinket. And what do we got here? We got all kinds of stuff. A fey-touched acorn amulet, a clockwork butterfly, a starlit lunar clock, or what do we got underneath equipment? No, it's not magical. Let's go back to item. It has an echoing, an elemental puzzle box, starlit. Okay. An illusionary pocket mirror called Miro. I'm very good at naming things. I'm sure you know that. Okay, so while this is going, I'm going to let's describe a room for Dungeon Bubble. The room is nothing in it, and the room has one entrance to the west. This room is empty except for a rug, a bear-shaped rug, except for a rug made out of a bear pelt. Okay, with that, let's go back here. Here's our an illusionary. Okay, here's our Miro, an illusionary pocket mirror, also known as Miro. It is a rare trinket that dwells within a magical realm of our enchanting fantasy world. It is a particular artifact of magical essence, often sought after by those who understand its true worthy and capabilities. Its essence is obscured, thus making it uncommon encounter for adventurers and quest seekers. Miro, or the illusionary pocket mirror, is an intricately carved small hand mirror, easy enough to be tucked away in one's pocket. Its exterior boasts ornate carvings of arcane symbols and celestial bodies etched into its silver casing. The mirror itself appears to be shiny surface, flickering with an ethereal luminance, reflecting more than just a mundane world. Magical properties. It is not merely the physical charm of the trinket that captivates, but its latent magical properties. The illusionary pocket mirror serves as a window to a parallel dimension capable of revealing hidden truths and illusionaries. By gazing into the mirror, it allows the user to see the true forms of those in its reflective field, stripping away enchantments and illusionaries. It is the power of reveal the true essence of things, making the hidden visible and the invisible apparent. Item origin. Legend narrates a tale of an arcane craftsman who was granted a vision by a celestial body. Forged under the starlit sky filled with the shooting stars, the illuminary pocket mirror was created. It is believed that the mirror encompasses a piece of the star's magical essence and thus possesses its reflective abilities. While illusionary pocket mirror is a potential tool, it should be handled with consideration and care. Prolonged use may have unintended consequences and sorry about that, may lead to an overwhelming revelation. Its magical essence should be treated with respect. Should the mirror crack or break, it may result in a magical backlash that could potentially open a rift to a different dimension. Regular cleansing rituals are suggested to keep the powers contained and safe. Okay. Coming back here in the wine. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's make this not visible. Visible only to GMs. Save. Go back here. We are in room G. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Now, I want to put that in this room. So let's describe the room first. In the winding corridors of the dungeon, adventurers find themselves entering a room that exudes a sense of stark simplicity compared to the complexity they've navigated so far. That's not really true. The room is accessible through the solitary entrance in the west, suggesting a deliberate placement or perhaps a forgotten chamber within the dungeon's sprawling layout. Upon entering, the party notices that the room's significant features a large rug lying in the center of the stone floor. The rug's presence is in congruence with the dungeon's otherwise barren and unwelcoming environment. Its thick fur and impressive size suggest that the bear was a formidable creature in its life, perhaps a majestic beast that roamed the forest above before meeting its end at the hands of a skilled hunter or a powerful spell. The bear rug adds a touch of grim luxury to the room. its fur still soft and luxurious, hence a careful preservation. The room bare stone walls and the absence of any other furnishings or decorations make the rug stand out even more, as if it were meant to be a focal point or a marker of significance. Despite the I don't want any of that. Any of that. Let's go ChatGPT. Um, what was that? We are here, so I want to. This was a illusionary pocket mirror. Okay. Let there be a illusionary pocket mirror that is hidden under the bare rug. If the party walks on the rug, give me some kind of roll to see if the mirror is broken. Okay. To integrate the illusionary pocket mirror under the bare rug into there's a mechanic you can use to determine if the mirror is broken when the party inadvertently walks on it. This approach adds an element of chance and the consequence of the exploration. I like it. Give it a few more seconds, and then I'm going to put this in the page. Okay, we're back here. I'm going to put this in the GM continent. Okay, illusionary pocket mirror mechanism. Setting the scene. As the party enters the room and potentially walks over the rug, describe how their footsteps seem to muffle against the thick pelt of the bare rug. Mention a slight, unusual crunch or shifting beneath the feet, hidden as something concealed. Perception check. Before determining if the mirror is broken, allow the players the chance to notice something is amiss under the rug with a moderate difficulty perception check of DC 15. Success means they feel or hear something fragile underfoot and may choose to investigate before any damage is done. If the party fails to notice a hidden object and continues to walk over the rug, use a simple mechanic to determine if the mirror breaks. A dexterity saving throw. Assign a dexterity saving throw for the party or individual who walks on the rug. The DC for this saving could be set at 10, considering the mirror's fragility. And the unexpectedness, how fragile it is, the unexpectedness of the situation. Outcome: if the roll is a 10 or greater, the character managed to step lightly and or react quickly enough to avoid putting their full weight on the hidden object, preventing the mirror. Failure: the weight of the pressure is too much for the hidden mirror, resulting in a distinctive cracking sound. Consequence: if the mirror breaks, considering magical or mundane repercussions. The breaking of the illusionary pocket mirror may release a trap illusion, causing the mirror to magical mishap, or simply add a layer of guilt or curiosity about what was destroyed. It could also serve as a clue or a puzzle within the dungeon, now lost and maybe more difficult to solve. Narrative flair. Use this moment to enhance the narrative tension or add depths to the dungeon's story. Perhaps the mirror was a safeguard placed by the room's creator, or it held a trapped message or an image vital to the dungeon's lore. This mechanicsism encourages caution, exploratory, add an element of risk, and seems benign environments, and provides opportunities for storytelling and character development. I'm going to go ahead and save that. We're also going to go and put something right here. We're going to call this mirror. Put mirror there. I'm also going to change this. Let's use a yellow. And also, no one can see this. So, there we go. I'm going to go right here. We have built this room. I'm pointing at the screen like you can't see my finger. This room. This room over here, which we have a cave mimic. I was very excited about this. This is a trap right here. And right here, we have a mirror underneath the bear rug. Those are 3 awesome rooms, I think, that will spurn on. I think coming down here, we've got 4 rooms here, a major room here, a couple rooms down here. So we got a couple more. But other than that, we're going to be done in the next couple of episodes with this, and this will be one you can easily pull in. I think of maybe, what do we have? 12 pages. I'd like to keep this under 20. So it'd be easy 20-page campaign you can pull into any of your campaigns and use this as your own. So once again, thank you guys so much. Thanks Charlotte, North Carolina, and Garden City, Kansas. You guys are awesome. It's good to know people are out there listening to us, and once again, keep building, and thank you guys.